This is Ladders. I've only done one master clue, but there's no question I've been incredibly lucky. We got the bloodhound on the very first master clue we completed. Today, we can't do master clues anymore, but we are not done with the collection log just yet. We're working our way towards a master tier 3rd age item, and elite clues hold the key. Fighting the mimic is a chance reward from elite clues and offers a roll on the 3rd age drop table. So we're doing as many elite clues as possible and hoping for the best. Hey guys, welcome back. Last episode we set out to complete 2 goals, 200 elite clues for the big casket and 90 herblore for more efficient raids. And hopefully, a purple. By the end of this episode, we're gonna complete at least one of those goals. Before we start sending some raids, we need to talk about our elite clues. Our elite clue count is currently sitting at a very nice 118, and for the big casket, we need a total of 82 more elite clues assuming we can solve all of them. From episode 2, we worked out that the Shades of Morton minigame gives elite clues at a rate of 1 in every 150 chests, and doing some quick math, this means we're gonna need about 12,000 Urium Shade remains. This is gonna take a minute, so I'll see you in a bit. Meanwhile, we're gonna start working towards 86 herblore to make Overload class for raids. This is slightly below the 90 herblore target because you're gonna use Botanical Pies to boost from 86 to 90. To get there, we're starting out with 20,000 unfinished Irit potions, and we're gonna make some super attack potions. But first, we're gonna get some secondaries because we're about 10,000 short. We picked super attack potions because their secondaries are relatively easy to get, and more importantly, they're cheap. Not being an Iron Man, we can just buy off the GE. At the same time, we're gonna pick up fire runes because I only have 1 fire rune in the bank and I have no idea how things got so out of control. Alright, it looks like we have everything we need, so let's get started. 78 herblore coming in hot, and we can now make strong Buchu potions. Those are the strong brews for raids. I think I can do something with that. Also, 1900 total level, always nice to see. And hey, there we go. We can finally make Jagex 8 plus, and I want to start thinking about doing raids without dropping extra supplies. Dropping supplies in the final boss room would mean 1 death and a reduction in points. While the point difference might not be much, over time it'll add up. Alright, let's do it. First attempt at a deathless raid. I did do a supply drop just in case we needed the extra food to finish the raid, but I'm gonna do my best not to use it. As you probably can tell, I'm terrible at the game, but I think we can still bounce back from this. Never mind. This is it. Goodbye. Great first run. That was a really painful first raid. We died because we made mistakes and not because we ran out of food, and of course it's a wipe. We're going to be trying again, this time hopefully making no mistakes and maybe see how much food we use. I can't really complain that it's a wipe because our performance was abysmal, but we are currently many raids dry. I'll put the number up on screen so you guys can follow along. Attempt 2 is not going great. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna finish this one either. We are done with only 1 phase and we've used too many of our potions already. I don't think I can do this. We're gonna have to use our floor supply. We didn't die unintentionally on this run, which is great, but it's still a wipe. And we are going to keep going. Since I figured we're gonna need more potions, inventory space is gonna be an issue. We have swapped out our main gear for Void, giving us 2 extra inventory spaces, and this also means we have less swaps to do. Part of this journey is also figuring out what inventory setup works best for us and how many of each type of potion to bring. So we're gonna test out a couple of setups and figure that out. We are so close, but I don't think we're gonna make it. We're at 36 HP with Ohm down to 135. If we can get off a few more hits, we should be able to... Okay, that's done. But fair enough, we now have a benchmark of knowing where we stand. We came pretty close, and I would say that was a good run. If anything, we now have a solid benchmark to work off. We find ourselves in a very similar situation yet again. That benchmark might be a wall. I don't think we're going to pull this run off either. If we hit a bit harder earlier in the run, we might be able to secure the kill, but nope, yep, we are done. We are facing a problem where we don't have enough food or potions to bring us through the run, and we need to think outside the box. I have a plan. Before this, we upgraded the Trident of the Swamp to the Sang Staff, allowing us to heal on the Mage Hand. We can do the same for the Melee Hand if we swap out the Amulet of the Torture for a Blood Fury. There's a bit of a trade-off from this gear change because the Torture has more damage output, but the extra healing and defensive stats of the Blood Fury should get us over the finish line. And there we go, we've attached the Blood Shard to the Amulet of Fury and it is done. Okay, yeah, that one is on me. I made too many mistakes. That one didn't really have much to do with our setup. I just wasn't playing at my best. But no worries, we're gonna try again. I should probably start recording. Things are looking good. Our supplies are very healthy with 2.5 strong Ceradamant brews and restore potions. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this might be the run that we finally get it. We finally do the Deathless Raid. Is it over? Yes, it's done. Oof. Okay. Combat task completed. Undying Raider, Undying Raid team. It's done. It's finally done. It took me 275 raids to learn how to raid properly. You would think with all the guides out there, man, I'm a slow learner, but hey, we finally get here. We finally got here. Nice. And of course, it's still a white. It would have been really awesome to get a purple on this run. Very well deserved, but okay, now we have a good starting point. We're gonna use what we learned here today to keep raiding and hopefully one day, one fateful day, get a twisted bow. Or you know, just a purple, whatever comes. So after working at it for a while, this is actually the inventory setup we used to get the Undying Raider achievement. I find that this is the perfect balance between prayer potions and food, as well as gear swaps. Pause and take a look. We are taking a much needed break from raids because we are doing a clue scroll I had in my bank for the longest of times. Yeah, I know, it's not great hanging on to a clue scroll for so long, especially when your series is about doing as many clue scrolls as possible, but what are you gonna do? The break from raids continues with 79 Herblore coming in, 80 Herblore, and who said bank standing wasn't fun? 81 Herblore coming in, and we can now make Ceradamant brews. It's been a nice day and it's time to go raiding again because there's no way I'm rushing 90 Herblore for this episode. We need a purple chest. We are recording because this would probably be our 99th raid without a purple chest, and the next one will officially put our dry streak in the triple digits. After we finished the first Deathless raid, it kinda just clicked. We got better at the 1-0 on the... Oh my god, I can finally stop doing raids. 99 chest, not bad. I'm gonna milk this for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, it finally happened. Just look at it. I almost don't want to open it because I'm pretty sure it's a prayer scroll. But it's time, let's do it. So, wish list. I'm hoping for a T-Bor or a Kodai because I don't have any of the ultra rares just yet. Let's see what we get. Yep, I totally saw that coming. Not a great reward. So this would be a great time to segue into the collection log. While the Arcane Prayer Scroll is a terrible reward, it's the first one we got. So nonetheless, it's a collection log slot. Although we set out to complete a purple this episode, that was not a good one. So we're gonna keep going for a bit. And we have an elite clue. Clue scroll completed. I realized I missed out recording 82 Herblore, so here's 83. Hey, so this is 10 chests after the previous purple. One of the goals of this episode was to get a purple chest. I decided to keep going because I did not want to end the episode on an arcane. If this is an arcane, I will literally scream. Okay, we're not going to drag this out, let's do it. Ooh, it's a Dex. Okay, thankfully it's not an arcane. A nice 30 mil, it's not one of the mega rares, but it will do. Taking a quick look at the collection log, we now have 5 Dexterous Prayer Scrolls and none of the mega rares. We'll keep raiding in the background, but it's time to move on. This episode, we striked off one of the side goals of the series, completing the Undying Raider Combat Diary and getting a purple from raids. We've also been collecting our Shade Remains in the background, and we're about 8% of the way there with 11,000 more to go. Next episode, we're gonna make a real dent in the clue scroll progress and maybe some pet hunting on the side. Please subscribe if you want to join me on this crazy adventure. Thank you guys for watching.